AnimalFire.com, giving you more talk, more news, and more music. I go by the name of Diamond K. Thank you for joining me. A couple things I want to get into today, and I want to dive right in. So, the Oscars are coming up, right? And 2016, the Oscars go down. It's when, just a lot of, movies are recognized. Academy Awards or the Oscars, annual American awards ceremony, honoring, film, cinema industry, that whole thing, right? So the nominees came out, and that caused some controversy because there were not any non-white actors nominated. And so some people have said that, there were non-white people nominated in, other types of categories. And so you should be happy with that. But the actors category specifically, which is pretty much one of the top categories, no non-white people there. So I'm saying non-white people because I'm not only saying black people, but no Latino people, no Asian people, just the non-white people at all. And so some people have a feeling about that. Some people want the acknowledgement of the Academy Awards. And so some very outspoken people have come out. Jada Pinkett, who we all know from her many movies, and she's obviously the wife of Will Smith. And so a lot of people have, what's the word I want to say? I'm not going to say it's causing uproar, because some people just don't care about it. But I'm speaking about it just because it's something that hits me close, because obviously I'm involved in entertainment and I follow these type of things. And so Spike Lee, who's somebody who frequently speaks out on these type of things, he was the most outspoken about it as it relates to them boycotting it. So they're pretty much Black Hollywood. I'm not going to say that Jada Pinkett's saying it, but Spike Lee, Al Sharpton, and some others are saying that we need to do this. And so that's this. Is this at 6 o'clock, 12 o'clock? I mean? Okay, just want to make sure. All right, so Lisa in the building. And so with the Academy Awards, and I was speaking to some people about this, and I spoke about this yesterday on what show was that? Cool Kids Radio. And I spoke about it with some other people. And some people just don't seem to understand what the uproar is. And so I remember a time when you have the Grammy Awards. And the Grammy Awards, I think, are the music's equivalent to the Oscars. And the hip-hop genre, the urban R&B wasn't getting any love. And then when they finally were forced to recognize them, they would do it in the non-televised part of it. And some rappers, LL Cool J, Run DMC, the popular rappers at that time, we're talking about the 80s, Salt and Pepper, they boycotted because they said the rap wasn't getting respected. And it was one of those things, these awards came not televised, and they would tell you some of the winners. Sometimes they would tell you the winners, sometimes they wouldn't. No respect. And so that caused an uproar. People wanted to boycott. They boycotted successfully. A lot of the youth wanted to watch that segment. And so what they would do is they would watch that segment, and then gradually over time, people would, they started to get their love. It wasn't getting love, and they finally started to get love. And that's what caused the whole thing. So after the boycotts happened, then they started to recognize the hip-hop acts. That it was undeniable. They had to. How much country segments can you have? How much rock and roll? Rock and roll wasn't popping. And so more hip-hop categories, and then they started coming, right? So you fast forward, now we're at the Oscars. And so it's plenty of time that the Oscars did not recognize quote-unquote non-white movies, but for whatever reason, Will Smith feels like he should have won one. If Will Smith did not have any current movies out, right? Do you think that Jada would have boycotted the Oscars? You're shaking your head, but people can't hear you.
Okay. You want me to talk? Okay.
Lisa, yeah, you say
No,
something.
hello. So
How much time do I have?
you have 5 minutes.
Okay, 0. She said 0. Okay.
You said 0.
All right, so
no, and honestly, I'm on the fence about this because I really don't care. But I can tell you that, in regards to this, I feel that if there were, if Will Smith produced a movie that was Oscar worthy, I think he would have been nominated. That's me. I know people are going to go off.
okay, all right,
But
all right. Shut your mic off, Lisa.
no, I don't think he. I think his accent sucked, as an African accent. So here I am, and I'm a woman of color, of many things. But
Okay, so here's the thing, and I don't agree with Spike Lee on a lot of things. I don't like the Knicks, but I will say this: do you really think in 2 years there has not been a non-white actor that deserved a nod, not to win, but just a nod, just a that? No. Forget Will Smith.
okay,
Anybody else any movies in the last 2 years, do you think any non-white actor deserved to be recognized? 2 years.
I think in 2 years, yes. Now,
So therefore you agree with the boycott then?
okay, well, I agree with the boycott. I don't agree with the stance about. I guess maybe Jada's stance on it. I guess
That's
she's
Jada's stance.
That's her stance.
Now-
But the boycott, I do agree with.
Now
Okay.
before we go, I do want to note the back. Okay, I do want to note the back and forth between the dark skin Aunt Viv.
The best one.
That was the best one.
She's the best on
She
it.
was the best one because she was the first one.
No, she's the best.
You think so?
She was
She
the
was
better.
not-
She was
she
the
was
better
the-
option. She was
Okay,
She was
as a
auntie.
person,
Uh-huh.
as a person, she's not that cool.
Well, now
No,
that
in real life,
no,
she-
not
she's
in real life, she's
Like
yes.
in real life.
I feel like
Okay,
she
can
is.
act, and I told you she's a thespian.
She is a thespian.
She's a thespian.
Yes, she
She
is.
studied acting, and she feels as though.
And she's not a bad dancer either.
Okay,
That's
all right.
Okay.
Is she married?
I don't know. I don't know how
She's
person
probably
is.
single. Okay.
Stop. Stop.
But let me say this: she did not like Will Smith because the show is based around Will Smith,
Right.
and there were a lot of actors who were upset that entertainers, rappers, and singers were getting "quote unquote" their jobs.
Right.
Right? Even
Right.
though there would have been no show without Will Smith. The show
True.
was based around that character.
Well, that's
Right.
just like
In West Philadelphia.
I was just going there. Yes,
James
I was
Evans,
just going there. James and Florida, they were accomplished actors, and they had an issue with. And JJ was the star of the show. We talking about Boycott.
Unexpected.
I mean, he can't help that he was down on
And they shifted it. So initially, it was going to be about the mother and the father,
Right.
but Dynamite
Yeah.
knocked it out of the park,
You can't help
and
it.
they shifted and said, "Look, this we got something here."
Right.
And sometimes actors get jobs.
Right.
So with that being said, I mean you got to roll with the thing.
Right.
Now, has Aunt Viv, the dark skinned Aunt Viv,
Uh-huh.
has she done anything noteworthy after the Fresh Prince? I'll wait.
Not to my knowledge, she may have
Not
done
to
some-
anybody's knowledge. All
She
she
may have done some
does,
things on Lifetime. Shout out to
all
Lifetime.
she does is spin records. All
Spin
you do is
records?
I'm sorry, I was channeling her.
You know what?
No.
Yeah, I was. I
All
was
she
born
does
there.
is complain anytime she gets a chance about Will Smith. If his wife says something, she jumped in that. No, he didn't say anything. He didn't say I'm going, I'm not going, anything like that. But she jumped on it and gave her 2 cents, and she, I don't like her, by the way.
I can tell.
and,
I can tell.
I actually am going back and forth to interview her.
Oh.
And I'm gonna let her know how I feel.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna tell her I do not like you.
Oh no.
I like light skinned Aunt Viv better.
Really?
Y'all.
That's
I
because
might
he's
have-
light skin.
I might have to write that down
I'm
because
just
it's
saying.
generally the other way around.
I'm just
but
saying.
I'm just.
So it was this hashtag Oscars so white, right?
Oh.
So that thing is going around. Chris Rock is the host. A lot of people are trying to get Chris Rock to bail out, not host.
Okay.
Get your money, Chris Rock.
That's what I'm saying. Get your money.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
he
your
definitely needs to get his money. But I think that boycotting is a good thing.
Yeah.
You can prove your point.
You can prove your point.
And I definitely should do it. I also think do not expect people to recognize you. Recognize yourself.
This is true.
Now, lastly, I want to say that the BET Awards and things like that, we hate on those things. We act like those are not good enough because we want the white-only pop, right? Because it's ingrained in their mind that the Grammys are better than the BET Awards because they'll say it's ratchet, right? What award show was that Miley Cyrus was bent over in front of Robin Thicke?
I don't want to think about it.
MTV.
MTV, right? Okay. Now, had the MTV Awards been BET Awards, and at the same exact thing happened, the black community would have came down on it even harder, right? It's just ratchet. Like, if that had been, Nicki Minaj doing that in front of somebody, right? It would have went crazy.
Slide over.
I absolutely can't. What do you mean? Why that's
What's
not
coming on?
Okay, well, come on.
Speaking of voice of reason time. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, we were in Voice of Reason time, but there was no Voice of Reason.
I
So
know.
therefore,
Hey,
I just had to step in.
This is live.
Is there no Eddie?
I'm here. Eddie,
Here, here's this
unfortunately.
Oh.
Okay. Sorry. I will apologize for running a little
Oh,
behind.
these things happen.
Listen, if I made it from Harford County to Woolon in 30 minutes. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was rolling.
You're the MVP.
But no, my partner in crime, he is actually out today. He did have a loss in his family today.
Oh, no.
So he will be
Sorry.
back. I just don't want to say when.
Okay.
But he'll be back. So,
All right, well, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
We can hold it there.
but we are waiting for our guests to arrive. They should be here in a few minutes, actually. They were here last week on Chanel Nicole show. We're going to talk about their YouTube comedy, romantic comedy that they have. I have a lot of questions. A lot of questions.
Very good. Very good.
Because it concerns me, and Lisa, I started to hit you earlier to make sure that you watch, because when you watch this, you will look back on some of your past dating experiences and be like, God damn it, I think he had me.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, my.
Yes. So, not to take over your show, but, you are here with the Voice of Reason every week.
Yeah.
Wednesday, 7 to 8, 404-436-1277 if you want to call in and join the conversation. We do have specials for advertising. Make sure that you call in or reach out to us via email, Facebook, Instagram, carrier pigeon, smoke signal. We can get your products out there and your
Beeper.
services.
Absolutely.
Beeper.
No.
We have drink specials as well.
Yes.
We're going with those because we just
Yes.
released we actually released the Valentine's Day packages that we have today, and I am wearing one of the t-shirts from our new Beeline Barline t-shirts that we have coming as well. It is going to be a busy year for us. I am about to try to find myself a personal assistant to be able to just help me maintain a lot of things that I'll be able to maintain so nothing gets missed.
So let me ask you something before you go too deep. The Oscars. I was talking a little bit about the Oscars. And Black Hollywood. Should Black Hollywood boycott the Oscars because of the lack of non-white nominees in the actor and actress category? Your thoughts on that? Should Black Hollywood boycott the Oscars?
I don't think so, because I don't think that it's going to make a difference to them, because they are still going to cast who they want to cast and things like that in movies. I think that if we want to make an impact, we have to start with writing, producing, directing, and just taking over everything all the way around.
So we should go. Black Hollywood.
Sure, go. You can learn from everybody.
And we should watch it.
You are.
Okay. I disagree with that. I do feel that we should have our own thing. I think that our Latino brothers and sisters, if they feel as though they're not getting recognized properly, they should have their own show that's kind of themed for them.
So you want segregation?
I don't want segregation. I mean, you can still participate, but what I'm saying is that
Why can't we participate?
we can participate to a degree, but I still think that a message needs to be sent. Yeah, a message needs to be sent. If women are not properly respected, I think that women should pull back and wake guys up about things, and guys will wake up and say, what's going on? What's wrong?
Oh,
and then,
okay.
And
Yeah,
then
when you put it like
we'll
that.
shift gears. You know what I
Okay.
mean? And then you'll shift gears.
When you
And
put it like that, I can agree with that.
yeah, so it's just if we have a problem with going back to before we were born, but when our the generations before us had problems with the bus system, they had to sit at the back of the bus and that whole thing. They stopped taking the bus and they was walking and they was carpooling, and then the bus company MTA and whatever they was called said, "Oh wait, hold up, what's going on? Why y'all not take the bus?" You know, nah, because y'all made us sit in that, and then we had this change.
Okay, so let me ask you this question, because Eddie posted a question yesterday, and it was about if a woman withholds sex. So, if you want to see a difference, it's not really withholding sex. It's about trying to get a change.
I didn't see the post, but I'm just
Right.
saying
Sure you
if
did.
a woman is trying to prove a point to her significant other, a man, and he is real big on sex, and she withholds the sex, she will definitely get his attention, and she'll be able to pretty much get what she wants done. So yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. I don't recommend it, ladies, because it hurts
Here
you.
we go.
It hurts you as well, because women like sex just as much as men do.
Sure we do, but just like I said on the post,
we do.
that I enjoy it, and I would enjoy it every day. But if things aren't right in our relationship, like I'm just not going to be able to, like my body's just not going to be responding because I'm
Right.
not feeling you at all.
Okay.
So
I can understand.
I'm not hurting myself.
But let me
You
flip-
hurt
but let me flip it.
yourself if you don't do what you need to do
Let
for
me
us.
flip. It doesn't work. It doesn't work both ways. And so
Here we go.
it doesn't work both ways, because a man can't go. It can't go the other way. It can't work the other way. And if I withhold it, look, I'm trying to prove a point. I want to stay with my boys late, so I'm gonna withhold it from you. It doesn't work that way.
So you can withhold sex and stay out all night?
I'm saying whatever it is.
You
Like,
got a
whatever-
deficit.
No, I'm saying whatever it is that I'm trying to get you to see. If it flips the other way, the woman it just doesn't work out for us. So it's an unfair tool, is what I'm saying. But if you do
Not
it,
true.
well, if you do it, it will get your point made. You will make your point. But I said what I had to say. So I don't want us to go too far away.
Okay. Yeah, because I think our guest just arrived.
So Aunt Viv is very upset at Will Smith. And she's been upset for a long time. As you can see, she has not had a lot of high-profile jobs since then.
No.
And that's unfortunate for her. And every opportunity that she gets, she comes at him. Will Smith, I'm speaking of. But Spike Lee, very vocal about it. Boycotting the Oscars, not watching. I
Okay,
don't
so
really
did you
watch
see
the Oscars.
Okay, so what is the thing that he wasn't nominated?
Yeah, no people of color were nominated.
Okay, so what were the movies?
And as far as actors.
Okay, so what were the movies that were up for nominate that could have been up for nomination in this year?
I mean, you have a lot of choices.
Such as?
You have a lot of options. Straight out of Compton.
Okay, what else?
The fighting one.
Fight.
Creed.
Creed.
Okay,
Come on,
Creed
Creed.
wasn't
Come on,
nominated.
The
No.
one, the one Will Smith.
Now listen. So let's be clear. Creed was nominated. I guess what we're speaking about is the actors. So not about screenplay, not about soundtrack, not about best score, not about any of that. We're talking about the actors. The actors specifically.
Okay. Okay, so what was Creed nominated for?
Who said Creed was nominated?
I guess the.
So they weren't. That's what I'm asking.
Sylvester Stallone was nominated for something. I want to say the
But
screenplay.
Sylvester Stallone, last time I checked, was white. Okay, so and that was a supporting role. But so here's the thing.
So it's not the movie; it's the person.
Let me say this specifically so you can understand what I mean. Okay, so there are no Black or Latino actors nominated in any of the 4 acting categories. So it's four acting categories.
Okay.
And so you have it. You have Best Actress, Actor, Supporting,
Okay.
and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Thank you. So I understand wanting to pull back. I don't pull back. You don't want to pull back? What are we doing? Are we doing this live? No problem.
Yes, we're always doing this live.
Yeah. So I think that to me, we can go down and talk about some of the movies that should have been nominated, and that is up to discretion as to what you feel should be nominated or what you feel is not worthy or whatever that is. That's up for debate. That's personal preference.
Okay.
But you can't tell me in 2 years, 2 years, not one non-white actor or actress is worthy.
Okay.
Not one.
I'll say this. And see, I don't know how.
Did they come in? Were they let in? Okay.
I don't know how it works with like when the nominations are picked, because it's not like it's like from January to January or something like that. But the only movie that I can think of that should have received something was Straight Outta Compton. They were amateur actors. It was everybody went to see that, black, white. The storyline was awesome. It wasn't watered down. It wasn't like souped up. It was, they gave you the real story and you left like, damn it, like that's it. And it was a long movie. And then Creed. Everyone said that was an awesome movie, especially if you are a Rocky fan or if you followed any of those movies. To have something after all of these years was really good. So a lot of people had a lot of good things to say about that. Outside of that, what else?
Yeah.
So all you can remember is what came out like last month.
That was not last month.
That's all you can remember. I said 2 years.
But they have the Oscars every year.
Right.
Yeah, and it hasn't been one in 2 years.
All right, so give me some good movies because we really
You
haven't had any quality movies.
You haven't had any since
Then what are we
12
fussing
Years a
for?
Slave.
Okay, so
No,
then
no,
what
no,
are we
not-
debating about?
Back in
Like
the
if
day.
we're not putting out quality, then
That's
what
what
are
I'm.
we mad
That's what
for?
that was my argument.
Who determines quality?
Listen, I'm not interested in. I love my skin.
Who
and I definitely
determines
support
quality,
our
though?
race, but like enough for playing the race card. If we're not putting out quality, then we gotta step our game up and bring that shit proper. So that way, and yes, I say proper, so that way we can get what we deserve.
Right. Exactly. I agree with that. That's what
Like
I
you just
said.
You
and
agree
I
with-
didn't see the
You
movie
agree with
Concussion.
you
I
agree
did,
with
But
what?
if you didn't think Will Smith did good, like I'm a fan of Will Smith, just like
Me
probably
too.
every other person on this planet.
Right.
But if he did not do a good job, then he need to come from out of Jada and do what he need to do. Like he got to get back on his Bad Boys. What is it? I Am Legend. All
Right.
all of
Those were
different things.
Oscar worthy.
Yeah.
To me, I didn't even see it, but just hearing the previews on TV, I was listening to the accent like,
Or like The Pursuit of Happiness. Like
that was
he did
amazing. The
great
Pursuit of
movies.
Happiness was amazing.
He did some really good movies, and he has to make sure he stays within his,
Right.
his realm. Because a lot of people don't even know him to be a rapper.
Right.
The newer generation, they just know
Right.
Will Smith, the actor.
Right. Or if they see the reruns, they can say, "Oh, maybe the Fresh Prince," but
That's it.
That's it.
But even still, as
They don't
an
know
actor,
him as a
right? I
yeah.
mean, Jaden he's stirring up some stuff right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's the new face of what? What is he? The
I
new
want to
face
say is it Louis Vuitton?
yeah, Louis Vuitton,
Yeah.
and he is the new face for the girls' clothing line.
Right. Yes. Yes, he is.
So if anybody should be mad, it should be Will Smith
Right.
at that.
Right.
Not about the Oscar nominations. Like he gotta check his son. He gotta get his son in order.
He got other stuff.
Right. He probably not even worried about them nominations right now. He
Right.
gotta talk to his son because he has a daughter that looks just like his son that could
Right.
have done that.
Exactly.
So
And she is a model, so somebody picked her up initially. So.
right. So
And his oldest son models by his first wife. So yeah.
she's in a good position.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She should never get married again.
Mm-mm.
Unfortunately,
Mhm.
you ladies are the product of propaganda,
Propaganda.
and you do not see the big picture
Okay.
here.
Thank you.
And we're speaking about movies.
Okay.
So let me say this, okay?
What do you want to say?
The acting categories, okay? Rather, the actors in the movies that were nominated. Matt Damon in the movie called The Martian,
Okay.
which is playing on cable right now. Leonardo DiCaprio, The Relevant, Whatever.
Reverend.
Did you see this movie?
Yes, I did.
Is it good?
When that movie was when it starts, it grabs your
Revenant?
attention
Is that how you say it?
all
Revenant?
the way
I want to
through.
feel.
That movie
I feel
is
like it's the remnant or something.
No,
Well, it's
Revenant.
Revenant.
Okay. Revenant.
Revenant.
whatever.
Yes.
Either way, it is a good movie.
Mhm.
Like if you have the goal to get naked
Movie
and lay inside of a horse to sleep to keep warm.
Movie that they did that
Oh,
in,
he's
they did that in
gangster.
Star Wars already.
He
They
gangster.
laid-
I ain't
Okay.
seen Star Wars.
No, I'm talking about the
This was
old
a-
Star
this
Wars
was-
from the 80s.
This was
when I
real
a
life.
kid.
This was real life. Based on
So what's
true
Star
events. Whatever.
It's a galaxy a long time ago.
A
far,
long,
far
long
away.
time ago.
Thank
Yes.
you.
So Bryan Cranston in Trumbo. Anybody seen this?
What?
We did not.
Okay. Then he's been in a lot of movies. Okay, cool. The guy who played Steve Jobs in Steve Jobs. Did anybody see that?
No.
Okay.
I didn't.
The Danish Girl. Did anybody see this movie?
The Danish girl.
Okay. So
No, we
nobody knows
did
what I'm
not.
talking about here.
We did
Okay.
not.
Jennifer Lawrence in Joy. Okay.
Okay, that entrepreneur. If you're an entrepreneur, small business owner, you have to see that movie.
Joy.
Yep.
All right. So these are the actresses.
I mean, it wasn't
obviously.
Oscar worthy, but it was a good movie.
Absolutely not. Brie Larson in something called The Room. Kate Blanchett in Carol. Some other girl in Brooklyn, and this Charlotte Rampling in 45 Years. Okay. So all of these movies, I'm sure that they're very, very, very boring. But we're talking about acting. So supporting role, Christian Bale in The Big Short, never heard of it. Tom Handy in The Revenant, whatever.
Oh my god.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
Spotlight. These are supporting actors. Okay, Bridge of Spies, and Sylvester Stallone was in for Creed in supporting actor.
Okay.
So the young man who played the starring role was not nominated.
No, he was not.
Okay.
No, he was not. And I think he did an excellent job, right?
I didn't see it. I just heard a lot of reviews.
Yeah, I did too. And so the also actress supporting role, we just have to read the movies because these names is crazy. Hateful Eight, one of the
That
girls
was
in
good.
that. Okay, that was good.
That was good. It was a long movie, but it's a Quentin Tarantino film. So most people
I like Quentin Tarantino.
they go out because they just want to see what his mind kicked out
Yeah.
this time. And this one was not as
Good.
No, it was good, but what was that? Inglorious Bastards or something like that. Indigenous.
I didn't see that either.
Okay, that
But
freaked me
to-
out.
but to me,
this
it's
one was
not-
good. Hateful
To
Eight
me,
was
it's
good.
not about whether you saw the movie. It's more so about we're trying. I'm just trying to say that in all these categories, not one non-white person, not one,
And nothing.
in nothing.
And nothing.
So I can't forget Steve Jobs. Now that the girl who was in Steve Jobs, she got something. Danish Girl again, Spotlight again. So it's the same movies pretty much.
But that's what I'm asking you. So at what point do they start to pull these nominations in, so that way you can gauge what movies were out during these times or coming out during these
You're
times?
asking what is the criteria?
No, if Straight Outta Compton came.
Straight Outta Compton was eligible.
Okay, that's what I'm
based on when it
asking.
was released.
Okay,
yes.
that's what I'm asking.
Based on
Okay.
when it was released, it was eligible. And so it's just I don't know. It's to me it should be no surprise. It should be a surprise if they get nominated, not if they don't. Because this is clearly how it's set up.
I really do think that if nothing else was nominated, Straight Outta Compton should have been. Those young men did an awesome job. They did an awesome job for them to be so
You want to nominate them?
fresh.
We can nominate them.
I would
I'm
like to-
nominating them.
Yeah.
I'm nominating them. all of them,
Mhm.
because even the guy who played
Not the one who
Eazy-E-
played DOC.
Nah. The one who played, even the guy who played Eazy-E had everything down to his head move. You know what I'm saying? How Eazy-E used to move his head when he would rap, and you were watching that movie, and it was almost as if, just like with Jamie Foxx and Ray, you
Oh
thought
my God.
you were watching
Yeah.
Ray Charles. You
Right.
completely forgot that you were watching Jamie Foxx.
Right.
Like you were watching Ice Cube's son, and I mean, granted, he looks just like him,
Right.
but you felt like you were back then during that time through everything.
And I think that's the nail on the head when you can go ahead and emulate that person to the point that you think you're there. I think that's Oscar worthy.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So we talked about Straight Outta Compton, and so Straight Outta Compton was nominated for original screenplay.
Okay.
Okay, so that's just the script. Okay.
Okay, but it's something.
So did Ice Cube do the script?
Yeah.
He did.
it was-
Okay, well,
okay,
then that's a nod.
somebody's getting something.
However, we said actor. These are one of the categories that they don't show on TV.
Can we take a
They
minute
just-
so that we can get out
They
there?
just put this. They just put
Because
this
I'm
at the
not about to
bottom.
sit here with
They
him.
just put this at the bottom and
He
say
wants
no.
us. He wants us back at colored water fountains and the white water fountains and the Mexican water fountains. Like I can't with him. Like
Okay.
he wants us all segregated.
I do not want to segregate it. Please let me know your thoughts on this. Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at The Diamond K Show. Please forgive Nina B bartending and hosting events and services. And Lisa and anybody else that thinks like them, please forgive them. Don't be too hard on them in the comment section. Forgive them for they know not what
You
they
ain't got to
say.
forgive me. You already know. You come for me, I'm clapping back. So
They know not what they say.
Listen. Okay.
I'm one of his problem children. You don't want to come for me. I'm gonna fight you and your cousins.
All right. So let's do this.
I mean, I'm not violent.
Very interesting. If you think Black Hollywood should boycott the Oscars, please hit me up in the comment section or on social media. I'll be glad to argue
So
with
they
you.
can only hit you up if they agree with you.
Or disagree. No, people hit me up when they disagree all the
Okay.
time.
Okay.
I was just about to say,
People hit me
because
when they disagree all the time.
I think that
Agree or disagree?
I think we
doesn't
should
matter.
go so that way they can know that we still are. I think we should go in droves so that they can recognize that we are here.
I disagree.
And that we should just get our own things going.
I think we should get our own things going. I think we
Yes.
should not watch the award show.
I don't watch it.
And I think you should not watch, not go, not support. If you have an invitation, if you have a ticket, give it to me.
Give it to you.
Yes, and I will give it away
To who?
a homeless person on the street.
Jeez Louise.
So we're gonna take a minute.
Can we go to a break? Can we hear a reset?
Definitely.
We're gonna come right
Yeah,
back.
so let's reset here.
Yeah,
All right.
please.